Fucking hell! It's the URL!
The URL?
Yes! The URL! Loads of new music. Loads of chat. Don't be a twat. Score in cats.
So I'll put another one up next week. Welcome to the people that are in the building already. Philip, Sammy, Darren, Linz, Paul, John Coffey, Yenti, Janice. Big up your bad selves. Klein Army rules. We know that. We just got to convince the rest of the world that this is the case. So I'm still banned, so I can't share. So if you guys can put this on your wall, my wall, the URL's wall, Clangfest's wall, the Clang's wall, your nan's wall, your dog's wall, anybody's wall, everybody's wall, everybody's wall. Hello, Inky the cat. How's it going, my love?
Fucking hell! It's the
URL. URL?
Yes!
The URL.
Loads of new music. Loads of chat.
Don't be a twat.
Score in cats.
Oh, that was Swish this week. There we go. Oh, yeah. Once again, welcome everybody to the URL. This is the 8th shoutout of 2021. Yeah, because I'm banned, I don't think people can find the thread, and we have to put it up in the URL playlist group, and we've only got 30 tracks down, so that's enough for tonight, but I'll probably do another one next week, shouting out for a few more. I hope your bank holiday went well. Mine was insane. Picked up a Mac with Logic, an MS-2000, a MIDI clock, a bass guitar, and a cable. Weird as you like. Anyway, we're not here to chat about the goodies that I've picked up. Bass is Amy's, by the way. We're here to chat about your music. And we will do this presently. Just wait for the intro to get out of the way. Then we'll slide on in to the show. Much merriment, much mirth. Much. Yeah, no, Phil, I was saving for a Hydrosynth. And then it dawned on me that I couldn't track to Ableton without getting an upgrade on a bunch of stuff. So I watched my Hydrosynth train, dream, crash and burn to buy stuff that I've already got. I've already got a Mac. I don't really want another one, but I needed one that was a little bit more high spec. So I spent all the money that I was going to spend on a Hydrosynth, which I wasn't even quite there yet, on stuff that I'd already had. Awesome. Oh, it does not feel, you know, but I picked up an MS2000 for 80 quid, £80. There's a few sticky buttons on it, but you can get them all in with global as well, £80. Fucking still, I bet it's pissing hand off, I can tell you. Right, shall we? It was the guy who, no thanks. It was the guy who was sorting my Mac. I went round to pick it up off of him. He said, I've stuck Logic on it for you. By the way, do you want an MS2000 for 80 quid? I went, here, take my money. Okay, so first up this evening is a name I don't really recognise. Jen says £80, no wonder the buttons are sticky. It's a 20-year-old synth and apparently it came from Sony Music, so there's heritage behind it. I think the sound is pretty good this evening. Like I say, when he said, he said there was a couple of sticky buttons, and I've had one before in the past, and I know that every button is available within a global menu on there as well. So, you know, once you've set your patches up, just as long as the cut off and resonance works, happy as a pig in poo. I've seen the fucking size of it though. Gracing many gigs with me. Look at the fucking size of her. And how old do you have to be called vintage these days? She's 20 years old. Lindsay Mumford says chill intense styly. Unhinged Phil says no word at all. Absolutely. Okay, so Lindsay says, chill out, tense, styly. No, wrong there. No, not at all. Produced beautifully. Ollie G says the MS is a quality piece of gear. It is. Like I say, I have one. I had the B version with the mic, and I sold mine for about 270 quid. I think it was about 6 years ago. So picking one original up for 80, fucking made my weekend. It really did. Look at the fucking size of her! Sorensen, how's it going, my man? Lindsay Mumford says, hey, type in back in the studio next week. Yes, Lindsay. Yes, we will have you back in the studio next week. Solid track, that one. Absolutely solid track, like everyone was saying. Bit chill, bit of the chill out room, chill out vibe. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. I think we're going to give that a solid 8. Everything was in its right place, took on a lovely little journey, sounded good, it was crisp, there was no mud, production was high value. What would I do to improve it? Bigger kick at 160 BPM, and then it'd be a different song, so don't take advice from me, I fucking suck at this shit. Right, next up, go away, I've already accepted all cookies. Asbestos Farmer, Ben Sparrow, very impressed with his stuff at Clownfest. Ben, that track's way down in the thread. You're about 3 hours away from that one. And thank you, Jennifer Saunders, for keeping the thread active by telling people how many tracks there are in the thread. That's usually my job, but I'm on a band, it's so boring. We got a Clownfest chat group going on, and I'm literally bombarding that with memes and shit at the moment. I'm that bored. Ben, what's his name? Sparrow, yep. Shits and giggles. See, I knew there was a reason I like this man. Despite his good music. Ben's stuff reminds me of Big Room, but mixed with like an underground feel. I like it a lot. It's got his foot in that commercial sound, for sure it's got his foot in that commercial sound, but it's also got an edge to it. Ah, Stickness says Dead Mouse. I can see exactly where you're coming from there, mate. Did you see Dead Mouse? No, I didn't post it, but somebody put a thread up about Dead Mouse, and he was talking about not tuning your kicks. I think for the music that we make, the danceable music, you gotta tune your kicks. Could be wrong. Ben, if you're watching, did you tune your kicks here? Lucy's loving it. Damn, this is so good night. It's funky, commercial, with an underground edge. Like it, like I say, I really like the Asbestos Farmers stuff. So I'm going to agree with you on that one. We can't shoot too high just in case the songs that are to come are of a much higher standard. So an 808 from me on this one. What would I do? Lift the kick a little. Sounds a bit in the background. Apart from that, you've nailed everything. Inky says, it's good. I find Dead Mouse a bit cheesy. Agree, saw that, tune your kicks. Like, I was at Warren's the other day and we were doing it for the Hardware Jams challenge. And we had the kit running with some other bits and pieces, some synth lines, I think it was. And Warren was like, oh, I'll just tune that kick. And instantly, once he tuned it down, it just felt like the kick was sitting in it rather than lying above it kind of thing. And he was like, that's tuned, that's untuned. Which one do you prefer? I'm like, mate, the tuned one sounds so much better. So I'm not knocking what Dead Mouse is saying, and a lot of people in the thread were saying, you know, maybe it's because you're writing a particular style of music that doesn't really need the kick tune into it. And he was also saying, like, kicks do kicks and bass do bass. Well, my Electribe kicks provide a fuck ton of bass in my music, so much so that it conflicted with the bass synth that much that it was just, they were fighting against each other. And the option for me was keep the bass synth and totally redesign my kicks, or take the bass synth out of my setup. So at the moment, Warren's got it. Anyway, 808 on that track, my man Ben. Lovely track. Yep. Cheesy with an underground, not cheesy, commercial with an underground edge. Pounding, just lift that kick a little bit more, just a tiny little bit more. I was talking to Jim Scavenger the other day, and he's like, your kicks need to be here, and then everything kind of needs to come, you know, down from it, if you're writing techno kind of thing. So just lift your kicks a little bit. Lift your kicks a little bit. Off to a great start this evening. Yenti's in with a 2 minute and 15 tune. Says I agree, couldn't believe he said it. And I know he was taking flack in the thread as well from people, you know? Interesting track, Yenti. That sounds like a work in progress to me. I like what you got going on there, but it literally sounds like a wall of frequency again. Give some pregnant pauses in your music, man. Give some spaces in between the notes so it gives them a little bit of time to breathe. I know that's not your style, but just incorporate one or two so that it lets you take a breath there. I like where you're going with that. I'm not going to... Well, okay, no, I will put a score to it. I like where you're going with that. It was very together compared to some of the things you've got that are just fucking wild as fuck. I'm going to give that a 7. I get the feeling there's some EQ work to be done in there, just to pull some frequencies out a bit. And like I say, put some pregnant pauses in there. Put some, make us want that noise to come back in instead of just like beating us over the head with it. Anyway, I gave it a mark. We can move on. David Johnson up next. Let's start this from 45 seconds in. Yes, I agree.
Oh, little Mike, we're up. We awoke when the soonest spring was here.
Really?
Yes, you did.
Should I say something like that?
Alright, well that's got my attention so far. I love David Johnson's stuff. Oh, which reminds me, I still need to pay him for the tracks he sent me. And I haven't quite bought all of Acid Ray's stuff yet, but I intend to do that. Quality David. I love that bass. It seems to me that David has entered like a more aggressive style to his music, and I'm loving that. I'll tell you what BPM is. want to be watching, can you please put it to your wall? I can't share shit at the moment. Put it in a group. You know, the Chris Lib group, they're usually quite active. Stick it in that one. But yeah, at 8 o'clock, we all share the stream, please. I don't usually do this shit, but I'm on a ban for calling Oliver a twat.
What shall we do with it, Papa?
There is something strange about it.
Shall I throw it away then?
Oh no, it's too good for that.
Do we know anyone with a very big head?
Also, 33 people watching, only 8 likes. Please hit that like button. Which post are we talking about, fella? I can't post, I'm banned until fucking 9:45 tomorrow morning.
It's a murder hit.
A waste paper basket.
That's right. Well done, Snufkin.
That was easy.
Come on, Snufkin. Come and have some breakfast with us.
Well, are you coming or not? Not coming then? Snore?
Well, you know my flight ship is almost finished. It'll be ready this year. You'll see. This is a darling soul. Oh dear. Perhaps it needs a little more work.
Wonder if you really can have a flying ship.
Don't be silly, of course you can.
Oh, little my Snort's always dreamed about doing it. Please, little
Why does it remind me of, why do the vocals remind me of that girl?
Yes, as long as they're not impossible.
Where you upload tracks? It's in the Unsigned Review Live playlist. Because I'm banned. Because I'm banned, I had to have somebody else post it for me, and for this reason there are less tracks in the thread than there usually are. But like I said earlier, the URL shoutout will always have a flyer attached of some silly nature and the rules. That's how you can always tell the shoutout for the URL.
Oh, hello, Moomin.
It's really good to see you, Snufkin.
Fuzzy just joined the party.
You're back, Harry.
Yes, Fuzzy, can I grab your copy of the last
Was.
Clown Army takeover for Noob, please?
What did you do?
I'll tell you later. Let's go wake up Sniff and think of something exciting to do.
I don't think he'll like it.
Jason, I was literally about to say the same thing. David, all the noises were set, but we were expecting it to go bonkers. Jason Mars says, moves along nicely, no surprises, just a good rounded track, 8.8. I'm going to drop a little bit lower than that 8.5 because I was expecting that boom. Yeah, you had us here. Here you needed to drive us insane. Yeah, all those noises in that track were perfect. The vocals were great, moved it along nicely. But yeah, we were just expecting that bazoom, the bonkers craziness. Okay, Syllabus Grey coming up next, and some Darren Cole and some Duncan Maybury. Darren Cole, are you listening to us on the way home from work?
650 people a minute.
Nope. Because your track is a few moments away, my man. Brilliant. Fuzzy informs me that left it too late, did a return, new show next month. That's excellent, because I was going to ask you who was going to do the next one. It'd be nice to get one of Clown Army involved to do the next one. David Johnson's done one, Fuzzy 2, I think. Fuzzy's done 3 or 4, I've done 2. If anybody of the Clown Army would like to do a mix for Noob, please let either me or Jim Prendergrass know. Thank you, Tony. Tony's just said when all the promos done for Clownfest 6, push it my way and I'll punt it even though I'm not in this one. Tony, that's marvellous of you. Thank you very much. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, to have a playlist sorted by this weekend. Again, not a name I've seen around for a long time. Syllabus Grey I remember, but I haven't seen it for a while. Syllabus Grey, Surface Scan on the old SoundCloud. Okay, so what are we in May? So that would be June. So if anybody wants to do a FNU takeover Clown Army thing in July. No, July. Minutes to 8 o'clock, ladies and germs. Okay, you're not even late, mate. You're like 27 minutes late. We got a 3-hour show ahead of us. You could have turned up in an hour and you'd still be on time. Oh yeah, no. Chris Pretension is saying sounds epic. Yes, very good track. I don't like it as much as I like the first ambient one at the beginning, so I'm going to give it rimming an 8. Pre-recorded, Adam. Pre-recorded. So literally, you've got like 2 months and some to get it all sorted. If you want to have a bash of that, Adam, please feel free. Oh, that was the end of that one. Yeah, nice track, nothing wrong with it at all. It felt a little bit sluggish to me, but that's exactly what it was aiming for. I think sluggish is the wrong word, swaying or something, you know. Trying to find the right words without being, you know, the wrong words. Yeah, so I've given that a thingy. What would I do to improve it? I don't know with that one. It just didn't strike me as much as the first ambient kind of track that we had in. I don't know. Anyway, keep putting tracks in, please. Right, next up, Darren Cole. Oh, yeah! I always get a bit excited when Darren Cole tracks comes in. 7 seconds in, liking it already. Kay says, how bad is it today, or are there decent tracks? It depends on what you're after, Kay. David Johnson put in a lovely track, lovely track. Like, if you're gonna do ambient kind of stuff, give it character. You'll have to talk to Fuzzy about that. Fuzzy runs the Clownfest website. It's 8 o'clock, people. If you could please hit that like button on YouTube and give us a share to Facebook. Tell everybody what we're about. And what a great song if people are tuning in to listen to, yeah? Again, Darren's got that kind of commercial edge feeling with a lovely underground vibe to it. Dub says very orbital. That's, yeah, it is. It's Darren Cole, people! You've no idea how happy I am that Darren Cole has decided to become a member or a part of Clown Army. His music is banging and he's introduced us to so many good acts. And I do hope he's listening in the van on the way home from work right now. Nicely in the mix, yeah. Like I said, Darren Cole knows what he's doing. Apparently at the moment, he is mixing his album and he's giving himself a really hard time over it. And we're like, mate, once you release it, we're all going to like it. We're not going to see the imperfections. Yeah. John Alchemy says, yeah, it does seem to be a chill night tonight. Duncan Mabry up next. Darren Cole, a bit slower than usual, but it was a lovely track, my man. Absolutely lovely track. I'm going to give you an 808 on that one. Everything where it needed to be. He had a little piano line that only came, as far as I could tell, only came in here like once. I might have liked to have heard that somewhere in the track as well. But yeah, awesome track. 808 on it. If you're going to do ambient, give it some character, yeah? Just like that. It, you know, really, I liked it. Darren Cole's in the building, says thank you very much. Not a problem, mate. We really dig the stuff that you do here. And up next is another person within the URL who is rather good.
Listen up, troops. Last year put the war in wardrobe.
Before I do that, I just wanted to give a little nod to Mr. Wiggly, who did me the gracious pleasure of having an interview with him over the weekend, and say
to the stage like this and just fucking go, I'm ready to play. Yeah. Not have to spend 2 hours trying to get this. All the like right. St. Paul's Carnival. I don't know what I did to the MIDI routing or the MIDI setup, but the TB would not fire. TB would not have anything. There was no control over the cutoff or anything, which I do for the AMX. And the System 1M refused to take MIDI. So halfway through the set, I'm fucking pulling cables out, trying to put them in, and it's like, man, I'm making my life so hard. But no, seriously, it's a workflow thing. It literally is a workflow thing. If you want to go hardware, go hardware. It's fun, really, really fun. And the new Akai's, the Force.
The question was there, if you had advice for somebody who was starting up these days, Mark, what advice would you give them? Get a Mac. Don't go spending all your money on fucking silly toys. But anyway, Mr. Wiggly, thank you very much for that interview. That was much fun, and I enjoyed that muchly. Looking forward to another similar like that. And in actual fact, I'm going to start getting into people's studios and start interviewing them pretty soon as well. So if you make music and you're involved in the URL, I'm going to try and come and see you. Anyway, up next, Naga78, just gonna knock it on. Not a massive fan of dubstep, I gotta say, it's called bass.
Oh my goodness.
Convergence is only a few hours away.
Man, this beat is tripping up all over itself, all over the place. Yenti's giving it 1,000. Maybe a bit generous there, Yenti. Darren Cole says he's got an hour and a half drive on the way home. Man, is that your commute every fucking day? Yes, Alan Crawford in the building. Man, I tell you, being silent on fucking Facebook feels like I have no friends whatsoever at all. Darren Cole says, yes, indeed, that is his daily commute, and it's why I only work 4 days a week. Okay, I understand now, fella. Oh, my phone is turned into a potato.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, Reg Edit in the building. How's it going, my man? Still haven't set those drums up. Hashtag Darren Cole enjoyed this. Nicky says my phone broke, thought my life had ended. Yeah, I know, right? Don't forget, Naga has a few albums out on the Bandicamp, I believe. If you like what you just heard, then hop over to Bandcamp and search out Naga78, Duncan Mabry. Honestly, his stuff is so unique. And I will say of this track, when it started out all dubstep, I'm like, oh no, it's going to be dubstep all the way through. And I'm going to have to be really complimentary about a style I really, really don't like. Turns out that's not the case. It went all wonky and weird. And it was great. Took you on a lovely little journey all the way through it. Think I'm going to land on it's like 808. It's nearly a 9. It's nearly a 9. It was a bit fidgety for me. And a tiny little bit dubstep, but I like the way that it went all weird and wobbly and took you on a journey. That was good. Alan Crawford says, I've got 2 weeks off coming up. Gonna get into some heavy music. Well, that's good, mate, because you are definitely playing Clownfest 6. Duncan Mabry, if you can get a set ready for Clownfest 6, and I know you can, when you're like 2 and a bit months away, then I would very much like you to have a set at Clownfest as well. Nazma's coming up. Sure, I scored that. Duncan maybe says at least it's not a 7. Well, Ben gave it an 8, Faddy gave it a 9. And Philip says Mr. Ozo meets Chuck Norris. Duncan, if you can chuck an 18-minute set together, like literally, just needs to be end to end in fucking Ableton or whatever. But yeah, if you can get a set of that for Clownfest 6, please. We've got to try and remember who I've given sets to, mate. Tidy, well-produced DMB. Yeah, absolutely. And some, like the last couple that Nazmaz has put in, not quite hit the mark. This one's floating my boat at the moment. Where are you going to take it? added. Like I say, some of Nazmaz's stuff is right on point, right on point. I think I want to hear a little bit more percussion when it comes back in. Here, we've kind of had that beat, that solid beat going. I'm looking at tunes as I would pick them for like a DJ set. You know, if I was in a store and I was listening to them, I'm like, right, okay, I want you to move on a bit now. Are you going to move on a bit now? Drop the needle. Alright, he's giving us some bass, but he's moved it on nicely. Ah, Nazmaz has just joined the building. We're very complimentary about this track, mate. Marios is in the building, finally off the road so I can hear without it cutting off. Nice banger. Darren Cole, need to catch your tune again, man. Yeah, it was really, really good. Really, really good. Touch more percussion. Almost sounds like an organic double you got going on there. Dubstep and bass, I like it. Yeah, like I say, when Nazmaz hits it on the head, he hits it on the head. I think you're going to get a solid 8 from me on this one, and I think that'd be me. Maybe a touch more percussion and some more of this, kind of where you dropped it out, glitch it up a little maybe. Just bring that percussion section to that little next level life. Yeah, I'm going to give you an 8.3. 8 was harsh as fuck, mate. That was a good track. You've done well there. Got everybody's asses shaking, and I think that's what is important. And again, like I say, when I mark tracks, I guess I'm in the mindset of when I'm in where Rooted or Bang Bang or what, you know, the record shops that I used to use back in the day. And you listen to the track and you're like, oh, that's really, really good. But if the next part of it doesn't, you know, have body and life to it, then you're just going to pass it up for maybe the next one that does, you know. And I guess that's how I mark the tracks. That's how I'm justifying marking the tracks. Anyway, 10 Mil gave it a 9. Alan Crawford gave it a 9. I Am Maniac says, I love the fat dubby bass lines. I agree with you. Sami Takayami gave it an 8.8. And Jen gave it an 8.08 as well. Space Beast gave it a 9. Ben gave it an 8.5. Fatty gave it an 8.5. Oscar Leon says, bollocks. I'm not too sure why. Philip gave it an 8.5. Yeah, Nazmaz, you tuned in just at the right time there, mate. Honestly, you had a good win behind you, and everybody liked your tracks. So fucking A! It's always nice when your tracks go down well. There's nothing worse than you pour on your heart over it, and we're like, it's missing my mark.
We know the last
and I
year
hate
has
fucking doing
changed
that
so
to people as well. Shut up, you fucking adverts, not having any of them. Stickness! Before we go into this, Stickness, I want to thank you very, very much for your help over the last couple of days. Hopefully you sorted out my Ableton problem as well, so we shall see. Stickness, who's only been creating music for about 1.5 years. Are you ready? Are you steady? Professional kick you got going on there, Sticks? Oh, this is... There's a frequency in there that's massively loud. I'm going to try and turn it up again. It's almost peaking my levels. Tim says mic's a little high. I'll turn it down. Kay says deja vu. The mic's not a little loud, Tim. It has a ducking compression on the music so that you can actually hear me over it and we're not fighting. Remember, Remember, the URL is here to introduce you to these artists. You're not here to enjoy the track in a listening experience, as it were. This is just to introduce you to them. Once you know who they are, go find their fucking SoundCloud. Go find their YouTube. Tell them you like what they do. That's the point of the URL. Stick says, you said tweet kits, so I did. Waiting for YouTube videos so I can go make a coffee. There's something there that's well loud. Those lines need to come down. If you could see my levels here. Oh no, we're in a, sorry, my mistake. I might have pulled the kick out there. Why did that happen, Sticks? That sounded like that's where your drums wanted to be the entire way through this track. Just there. I'm gonna play that again. It's like you let go of something in it, like a compressor or something. Hear it come back down? I'm just gonna play it one more time. Says that piano sound is a little bit high in volume. So I was reading 3 comments at once then. Sticks, mate, you've got a killer track here. You have got a killer track here. You really, really have. But those drums need to come up. And I don't know what was going on there with where the drums got released from whatever it was that it sounded. But it sounded like those drums wanted to be like that the whole way through the track. Honestly, Sticks, that's a great track. It's got groove. It takes itself seriously enough. Ron says 7 puppies. I'm going to agree with and see like the kick needs to come up. The kick needs to come up. You've got a great track there. You really, really have. But the kick needs to come up. Alone and try and do something similar. I don't know. I'm not going to mark it, Sticks. And I think that's pretty mean to do. Like I say, you've got an awesome track there. You have got an awesome track. Maybe take what you've learned, but keep the drum up and move it onto another track. Oh, hello. Oh, Lee Harvey, you're up next, mate. Right. 4-minute video. I can go make a coffee. See you in a minute.
M-I-A
dubstep mix by Jimmy Scavenger. Check it out. Jim, get a fucking... I realised Jim had a fucking YouTube. Jim doesn't like marking tracks, so I'm not going to mark Jim's track. I am going to say plus good, comrade. Jim's never going to get a bad score here, really, is he? Fuck's sake, you know? The man cares so much about his music that he's never going to put something in that's going to be under his par, you know? But then he's been doing it for years, so, you know.
Clarence new.
I need ad blocker. Lee Harvey in the place, ladies and gentlemen. Binary Attack Lee Harvey. LJ Harvey. It's been a very breakbeat sort of night, isn't it?
Rebel base will be in firing range in 7 minutes. Rebel base, 30 seconds and closing.
Going in, we're going in full throttle.
Fanny's not loving the 16th hi-hat. I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen, that is clip in here. Facebook has been so chill recently. I feel the same when people like Matt Lewis and Darren Cole are fucking banned, you know? Sorry guys, I'll be back tomorrow. An hour. It's only 10 tracks. Yours went down really, really well. To be fair, he's billed it as electro, and I will agree it is that. Guy's going to give the same score. He says, great beats here, 8. I'm going to give it a rim and an 8. Lovely work. Feels a bit more chill than Electro. Sour Alien is in the building. He says, I like this just as it is. Yeah, if Electro's your thing and that, you know, that kind of early 80s drum sound, you know, he's hit on the head. For me, it's not pacey enough. It's got a bit too much atmosphere and not enough aggression. But you've all seen what I do, you know. Hey, I gave it a good score. Oh, you're in for a slice of fucking weird coming up next. Oh, and then a slice of weird again. So, Space Beast, then Hitchcock Guillotine. I wonder if it's his new band. Alright.
You got to free. You got to
belter of an 8. Yeah, like I say, if it was a little bit faster and the kicks were a little bit heavier, it would have been over an 8 for me. That's the last track there. Touch distortion going on there as well with that one. Sally says, got a Bluetooth speaker to listen to the URL. I think it's the phone. Do it! Who said about Star Wars? Oh, Ben, I have expected Star Wars week today. No, that'll be next week because people who have written stuff this week. I know Hardware Jams is running a thing like that, so if you know, if any of them are looking at yeah, Tim, I kind of agree with Alan as well. The bass is a bit too big, liking the idea though, decent 7, I agree. I think with Space Beast, this is more of a visual thing as well. Like you miss a lot of it because he's doing it all himself, guitars, pressing things, trumpets in the background.
got to free your monkey.
It's very difficult to get a live jam frequency sounding spot on unless you're then taking it to a DAW and polishing. I don't believe Space Beast is taking it to a DAW and polishing. I will say that is possibly one of the most together tracks that we've had from the man. So I'm going to up mine from a 7 to a 707 with the advice of your frequencies sometimes were a bit clashy. Some things were a bit loud. The bass was definitely a touch loud, but you are definitely a festival or gig act where people need to see what you do, and then they will forgive you for all the little, you know, imperfections of a perfect track. So yeah, I'm sticking with that. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Tell me if I'm not being fair. I'm fair, motherfuckers. Right. Mike Nolan coming up next. I believe. Yeah. This is. Oh right. Okay. This is him remixing his band by the look of it. Paul says solid advice. Thank you very much. Fatty of the last track had a weird drunken feel, weird trippy shit. 8 from me. It was good. It was a good track, and you know, it could have been better if those frequencies were just a little bit more tamed. But so hard to do when that's not your main aim for a track. The main aim for the track for Space Beast is playing it live. You know, same for me. And it's taken me a little while to get my levels and EQs right. So this is Mike mixing his band.
Synapse overflow. Vector vision monochrome.
I think.
Synapse overflow. Neural network set to overload. Synapse overflow.
Hitchcock Guillotine informs me, and I'm glad that you're here to inform me, otherwise I would have just been misinforming people all night bloody long. Not my band, remix for a friend. Okay. So this is Hitchcock Guillotine remix.
Death blow. Death blow. Death blow. Chick control. Death blow. Death blow. Death blow. Chick control. Synapse overflow. Vector vision monochrome.
Not a problem, Space Beast.
Synapse overflow. Neural network set to overload. Death blow. Death blow. Death blow. Chick control. Death blow. Death blow. Death blow.
What the fuck is EBM? Electronic body music? Or electronic band music? What is EBM?
Mechanized rods, electrical, death blow, binary blood, tactical.
Vocals really work here. I was struggling with them before, but they're really working now.
Electrical, death blow, retrogress thoughts, reset systems back and take control. Mechanized rods, electrical, death blow, binary blood, tactical.
Hitchcock Guillotine, I do hope you are in for playing Fest 6. If you're not, I shall have a little fly wank.
Death blow, retrogress thoughts, reset systems back and take control.
Nicely predictable, good man. So it is electronic body music, really, with synth stuff from the 80s. Alan Crawford says, pseudo nin, good effort, 8 cats. The vocals at the beginning were throwing me off a little bit. But as the track progressed, they really, really worked. Yeah, Sammy, I think I'm going to give that an 808 as well. Yes! Hitchcock Guillotine says, I think my studio is ready for playing Fest 6. So you will be hearing more from this man. A lot more!
Weaponized God, death blow, death blow.
Oh, maybe 8. Right, the vocals are a little...
Binary blood, weaponized God, death blow.
No, I'm enjoying it. I'm going to give you an 808.
Blood, binary, weaponized God, death blow, binary overflow. Vector vision monochrome. Synapse overflow. Neural network set to overload.
Ollie G says 9 with confidence, 10 mil gives it a 9, Jen says 8.5.
Vector vision monochrome. Synapse overflow. Neural network set to overload. Synapse overflow. Vector vision monochrome. Synapse overflow.
Yeah, I'm upping it to a 9. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. Don't know why, but you know, some songs just get you. It sounded kind of Rammstein, like 9 Inch Nails. Yeah, I liked it a lot. Grinding, industrial, which is what Hitchcock Guillotine does so well. So well. And yeah, incorporated the vocals in, which for me at the beginning were kind of like, oh, I'm not so sure I'm going to get this. And then as soon as that first drop came in and it's... Yeah, really good track. Gonna up it to a 9, mate. Rocking stuff. Can't wait to see your set at Climb First, but that is a good few months away yet. So, Vincent LeBlanc de Bermoth. Not sure I've seen this name before. What's the artist name? LeBlanc Electro Go Blonde. Not I'm subscribed, so we put tracks in before that.
How do you really think I'm doing with Lee?
Oh, you kidding, man? He loves you.
You don't think I'm kissing his ass or anything, do you?
Oh, you tell my mother wants to hear that. St. Mary's kissing his ass.
Yeah, when I saw it coming on the body bag, I loved it. I'm not lying to the guy.
Oh,
might get shafted. I'm going to talk over it so that... And I'm just going to hide the visuals a minute. Again, I've got to be so careful. I really don't want YouTube pulling this. Like electro. Verdroid says 6 feet under, victims of paranoid. Is this a cover? Or is that what it sounds like? Yeah, it's got pace to it. behind it. There are elements in there that I think are going to get us pulled, so I really don't want that to happen. Yeah, Jason, I think I'm going to agree. Oh no, I gave it a straight 8. Jason's given it an 8.5. Properly early electro acid vibe. Agreed. Space Beast gives it a 9. Philip says groovy. Virgil, I like the track, like the vid. Agreed. Tim Mill says hard boiled. Is that where the film is? Great film, hard boiled, by the way. Benjamin says, yeah, this is a finer niner for me. Sammy Takayama, you're up next. Marius Luca, you're up after that. Oh, and then Jennifer's up. Yikes. Jen's really up to fucking. Yeah, I'm sticking with my solid 8. It's a very, very good track. 10 mil says 8 plus, 8.8 plus. Morgan, it is not a problem. I do not expect everybody to be here and be active and talking all the time. I like the fact that you people will have friends around and you'll leave this on in the background. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That means like I'm a radio station. You guys are putting me on for you know, light entertainment in the background. I shall try and be as entertaining as I can. For those with young'uns, I'll try not to swear, but don't hold me to that one. LeBlanc. People like that, mate. People like that a lot, and with good reason to as well. That was very, very good electro. Very, very good electro. A little bit pacier, and you'd have been up over a 9 for me. But that's just my personal preference. Everybody in the chat was liking it. Deviceology gave it an 8.8. Body popping cats. John Alchemy gave it 8.8. Like the like the drum kit used. Yeah. Again, a little bit more aggressive for me. Here we go. Sammy, you're up. And with what looks like not dodgy visuals. Sammy Takayami, Wolf Bladder, Second Skin, aka Claws. I'm going to bug you all again once more to share the stream at 9 o'clock, please. Like Facebook is a dead place at the moment where there is nowhere, like how do we get new people in, you know? But I know at least each of you has pulled somebody else into the collective. Big room sound. That is a touch loud, I think, hold on. Rather than bringing it in. Oh, Dean, you've tuned in just at the right time, mate. I was literally stick around for 9 o'clock. 10 more minutes. David Johnson says remix this, but took away the spirit perhaps when doing so. Sorry. Not everything's going to be gold, David. Not everything is going to be gold. Some fun to this, Sammy. Loving that stutter. Sammy's style is wonderful. Gets better every track. I agree. Sammy, somebody else I'd like him for Can't Climb First 6, please. I expected it. Dun! Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. This has got funky fucking bucket loads. I think for the amount I'm bouncing around, we've got to give it a 9. Sounding like everyone else is the worst goal. Finding your own sound is the best. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it very much is. I like acid techno, but I've stopped my particular brand on it, you know? Yeah, Sammy, fuck it, 9. Brain sniffing the party. How's it going, my man? There's not one person in here who's not liking this track. There's not one person in there liking the track. If there is one person in the house right now that is not liking this track, I would like you to raise your hand, please. I am not raising my hand. I am giving you a demonstration of how I'd like you to raise your hand. If you are not liking this track, raise your hand and make yourself known, please. I want to know why. On what grounds are you not liking this? Pace, funk, attitude. Crawford says strong left field vibe, defo 9 cats. Benjamin says how much? Take my money. It's on YouTube at the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if you tapped him up. He'd probably sell it to you for around 50p. Brain Sniff says this is wicked. 10 million cats. It's right up your street, Leaf. It's crazy but tamed. I honestly thought it was going to be a psytrance track when the video started. Love that sound. Sounds like Stretching Rubber. Oh, Sammy, that was a great track, mate. That was a great track. I think everybody in the place was absolutely loving that. Shaking our little tushies. Whether we be sat down or stood up, partying at home, we were shaking our tushies. Fuzzy says, loads going on. Great tunes. Sammy Takayami says, love ya. Sammy, it is a pleasure. Here we go. Ooh. Marius had a bit of problems putting this in the right thread, but we got there in the end. I am Maniac. URL Influenza 2 CF6 teaser with healthy fortified added bass goodness for your speakers. What's he called it? Oh, Trip Hop. Okay, I thought we were going to get some techno. point do I set these tracks up so that they play in any particular order. I get them sent to me and I'll play them as they are sent to me, you know? 10mil says, love how these tracks just fit so well after each other. Awesome karma. It really, 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 really is. There is a collective unconscious within the clown army, the URL, the clown fest. Glad we got a break from those. Reg Edit, who always talks sense, says the drums could do with a bit of leveling. I like the vibe though, 808. I'm giving it a solid 8. Maybe rimming an 8. Benjamin's give it a 9. David Johnson says the rules are there are no rules. Oh wait, Mark's rules. No, it depends on who's in. You know, because if we had Jim in here, he'd be going, oh, I'm sure he'd be going, I like that, it's pretty clever, you know, and he would be talking different things. Same for when Lindsay's in the place. You'll get a completely different set of, you know, rules at that point, you know, because it is rules for each person. It's rules for how I like music, how you like music, how Space Beast likes music, and Jen, and Marios, and David Johnson, you know, and Sammy. It's, you know, it's all their rules.
Did you know that playing the National Lottery raises 30?
I think I gave a score for that. I cannot remember. Oh yeah, rimming an 8. There we go. Right, just before we go into share mode, and if you could all share the stream again at 9 o'clock, that would be really, really helpful. I can't share fucking anything at the moment. I wanted to show you this from my friend Dean Daughters over at Electronic Sounds. This here, ladies and gentlemen, can you see this? This is an ESX. I have one here. They do the one in a blue flavor, and that's the EMX. And unfortunately, Korg, in their infinite wisdom, decided to put out a flawed piece of kit. The flaw in the kit is that the two PCB boards, when they touch, they will short and send random messages to random things and just turn things wildly. So it is impossible to use because at any point in any set it could just go off on its own. And not just a little bit off on its own, but fucking screaming away off on its own. Great if you like abstract stuff, but not so good if you've got a structure to your music. So there is a fix. Now, Dean Daughters is about to do this fix. This happened on Sunday whilst I was chatting with Mr. Wiggly. Dean Daughters is about to do this fix to his ESX after doing it to his EMX a couple of days before. Brave fucking man. Brave fucking man.
The Poly End Tracker. So I really wanted to record some of these drum beats that I've got in my Adrenalize expansion pack for the, excuse me, with the wrong camera again, for the Electribe ESX. No hammer today, but that might come afterwards if the stream goes lousy. No, I'm kidding. Actually, the reason that I sort of gained the confidence to open these up on my own is that the local shop that I have spoken with and agreed to take these, I figure if they're going to take them and look at them, there's probably not a lot that I'm going to do by just opening it up carefully to mess it up any more than it already is, per se, because in the state that it's in now, the unit is unusable. So it's not like I can really make that worse. And if the last measure comes up, then I'll probably end up just taking this ESX1 into the shop. But it seems like for now, I've eliminated the need to do that on the EMX1. So let's see if we can get started today. We're going to go ahead and first things first, we're going to remove all of the knobs from the unit. And some of these are easy. And some of these are not easy.
Dean says he was so nervous, so was I. I remember when I did this the first time and I opened mine up.
With my hands.
I didn't want to do it. I thought it was going to make it worse.
Get some tools for. So we're going to go through that.
You've really got to pull at them, right?
You've really got to commit.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Because they're kind of on there.
Dean also references me earlier and says, thank you for sending the pics of your tribe open with the parchment paper. And it's like, hey, no problem, Dean. And I know another person did this and fixed this tribe.
I'm going to try to go.
He botched a screw when putting it back in, but he fixed his tribe.
In the long run, a little bit of a boring stream for those who aren't looking to fix
this is what an EMX looks like
or not.
Naked.
Yeah, I can live this out. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and move the screwdriver here. And I'm going to carefully lift this out and turn it to my left. And the reason that I'm doing that
people
is
need to know this fix. If you've got people with EMXs and EXSs who do this, you need to do this.
Arpeggio ribbon slider here. And so if we try to flip it the other way, those cables will not exactly reach.
So that's a naked
jab.
jab.
Slow here.
Dean says, I fixed it. No more knob jitter. Right. Right, now this is very important. This is very important. Unless you've got sticky knobs, right, there's no point in having a look under here. Yeah, unless you've got knobs that are sticking or not, you know, something's not working right with the faceplate and the knobs and stuff, do not go looking under there. All you literally need to do is put the parchment paper over this. Dean was
breathing it a little bit heavy.
Ultra brave. Ultra brave. I'm not going to show you the whole process, but I am going to show you what he does.
Come on, little guy.
Literally,
okay, cool.
literally. I didn't do that. I didn't want to go in there. Yeah. He was braver than I was.
Lean this up at an angle here so that the pieces that are poking through aren't, you know.
Dean says I had no need to fix anything under there. I know, you just wanted to have a look, right? With me, I'm like, I don't want to fuck this up anymore. If this paper doesn't work, I'm getting rid of it. But it did!
Much brand new looking. I don't see, you know, anything obvious that we would need to.
Can you please share the stream, people? Can you please put this on your wall, your nan's wall, your mum's wall, your uncle's wall? That person who touched you one time at band camp, stick it on their wall, they'll love it.
Here we go with that.
Right, so now he's just doing it back up after discovering that everything is absolutely okay in there, bless him.
Moving a little.
He's braver than me, I didn't do that. Right. Now this is the fix.
These together by putting that piece of tape on the top. It doesn't.
It's annoying as fuck. Dean put three pieces of this is parchment paper and electrical tape I used.
All right.
Dean's using something like frog tape, I think. But yeah, 3 sheets together.
This time I'm going to cut less off of the side, quite a bit less, maybe like just a thin 1/4 inch, because we want this covering the entire.
Yeah, Philip, Dean put a post up about this in one of the electro groups, and he was like, the guys want £300 to look at it, and I'm like, mate, you can do this on your own. I've done this. If I can do this, you can do this.
As well. Whoops, I'm bumping the camera.
I'm just going to knock it on a bit until we get, there we go.
Sort of push this tape onto here.
It is annoying as fuck. It just fucking rolls around. It's a pain in the ass. But it fucking works. It takes an unusable piece of kit and turns it into a piece of kit that you love again. There is indeed a piece of parchment paper within my EMX. I get the feeling I'm going to have to do it to the ESX as well. And also, there's menu knob jitter as well. And that may not be fixed by this, but if you like them flat,
give me a break. I mean,
they don't like it. If you tilt them up, they tend not to do it so much.
That sounds like a fix. Again, sorry, this isn't wax paper. It's oven paper. Parchment paper.
Parchment paper, any sort of paper. But yeah, let's see the moment where turns it on.
So right off the jump, I'm going to change cameras here. It's not doing anything yet. No jitter.
I remember seeing this as he was doing it. Well, after on Sunday, I watched it after the
tap around the edges of
and oh my god, the smile on my face. This is exactly how I was when it happened.
To cause the knob jitter to start. I'm going to press play. It's playing. I don't know if you can see that. The measures are moving here. And look at this, you guys. No knob jitter.
It's such a great feeling. It is such a great feeling.
Let's tap on some stuff. Okay. Let's move some knobs, right? Maybe the knobs that were
move some knobs.
Giving us knob jitter, like this timing knob here and this depth knob here.
Yep.
And one of these knobs over here.
Yep.
Touching those knobs, right? And he goes right back to where it should be.
Listen to the joy in his fucking voice.
Nope, but I touched the knob though, so that's fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he goes on to do another. How long is this? Half
we're
an
in
hour.
pattern mode.
And literally another 2 hours of.
Yeah, I bet, Andy. I don't have any Moog stuff in here at all, but I tell you, the people who've got it, you know, really, really swear by it. And it's just one of those things, you know, where it's just people have a lot of love for the quality, like the tonality, the sonic tonality that comes out of those. I bet your grandmother puts out some amazing sounds, right? That just kind of tickle you in the soul, you know what I mean? Absolutely. Okay.
Dean's a great
That one was at
entertainer, a
168
wonderful
beats
presenter,
per minute.
and an
And that one
awesome
was called
musician.
Hijinks. So let's go ahead and record. I mean, label, not record, but label that out. Rather, Hijinks. Do it. Save to the card. Save. And we keep that one. We'll move to the next pattern, which is pattern 36. It's called Motor Dub. Ooh, forget about it. That is sweet. Oh. Okay, and we've got just the beat there. Let's go ahead and get that recorded out. Hey, Opie.
Like I say, Dean did the fix live and then went on to play with this instrument for 2 hours.
Okay,
this fix works, people.
We'll get you
If you have an electribe and it is fucked, please consider doing this fix.
Right.
Dean Daughters, well done for doing that, my man. Jen S, you are up next, my love. Just titled Bitch. Ooh, I like that kick slide. Dean says a working ESX, yep. Honestly, the joy when I did mine to mine was just ridiculous.
Champagne, baby.
Okay, so Tony Duncan says, so after this stream, I opened my Mark II to find out it needs a rotary encoder.
Oh God, I gotta.
Oh, the ESX Mark II. Just gonna turn that up a bit.
Honey, I'll slap you with my left hand 'cause it ain't right. With my finger. This cigarette is good, but you could have been better. I'm my own boss, honey. No one tells me what to do.
Jed's too short. It's too short. You've definitely got a track there. I appreciated everything that went on in it. But yeah, 3 minutes feels a little too short to that. And I know you want brutal honesty at the moment, as to so that you can improve and stuff. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Just 303 long. Bless 303 long. Yeah, I just felt that might be a touch short. There's definitely a track there, and because it was so short, it might have suffered from a little bit of sequencing. If it was a touch longer, a big break in there.
This cigarette is good, but you could have been better.
Nice playful track, nothing wrong with that. I think someone said earlier the track that advised us.
I'm my own boss, honey.
Inky the Cat says short and sweet though. Yeah, absolutely, I'm liking it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I just feel like there could be a little bit more there. And then something to make us surprised.
No one tells me what to do.
But yeah, good track. I'm going to give you a solid rimming an 8. Solid rimming an 8. So it's almost an 8. All right, next up. I hope that was constructive for you, Jen. I really do. Sometimes I feel like I'm uber fucking mean to people, especially when my tracks are dog dirt. 8-minute track, so I'm just moving it on a little bit. Or not. Jupiter's Moon by DJ Flexible, and that is Ron Begin, I believe it is. 1,000 messages, go on, Klein Army. Jen says, to be fair, it was a live jam. I just recorded, then edited later. There were some bits I wanted to change but couldn't. And you're exactly at the point, you know, that's exactly the point I am. I want to be able to get into the tracks that I record and edit them a little bit more professionally than I can with only 2 hands here. Oh, hello, that's loud. Stuff sometimes can be a bit muddy. I'm not sure this one is. Kick does sound very in the background. I Am Maniac says, gotta be an 808 bad bitches. Drums need EQing, nice vibe though. This one is called Jupiter's Moon. Yeah, I just think lift some of the says enjoying this. Ben says liking it. Yellow wants another 5 BPM, I agree. What is it at the moment? 37. So yeah, a few more BPM. It definitely is evolving, Ben. Definitely is evolving. Billy Dread in the place. How's it going, my man? It says nice industrial sounds. Yes, Armando's in the place. How's it going, my man? Dean Daughters Electronic Sound says a little bit more diversion into segments would do me fine. Clap and ride their hats and snare, etc., as opposed to one long evolving section. I agree. I agree. More percussion and lift the percussion that's there as well. But you get loads of comments in there. Inky's giving it 10 cats. Jason says sounds a little squash to me. Still like it 8.2. While the ducks are honking along to it outside my tent. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yes, indeed, the URL is a multi-fucking national. We'll take anybody in through the doors. We really, really will. And people enjoy the URL in many, many different places. There are people who enjoy this in their work time. There are people who enjoy this in their downtime. There are people who enjoy this after the fact when we finish the show. Just to catch up. It's fucking awesome. The community that is going on around Clown Army is fucking amazing, and it is all fueled by the people that are involved in it. If the people involved in it are cunts, then it's not going to work, okay? And like literally, there's one rule for Clown Army. Everyone is invited. Everybody, everyone. Color, creed, race, religion, don't care. Just as long as you like music, make music, and can critically and fairly give opinions about why you do or don't like it. There's one rule. Don't be a cunt. I've had to boot a few people for being a cunt, and it's not fun to do, you know? So if you're thinking about joining this army, which is full of people from fucking everywhere, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, loads of places in Europe, England, Scotland, Wales, we literally are planet worldwide. Don't be a cunt. Do not be a cunt. That is just like that's the one thing we're asking, you know. Treat people with respect. Treat them how you would like them to treat you. And please, for the love of God, don't say that track is shit and walk away. That's fucking shit goblin stuff. That's low-level shit goblin stuff. Tell them why you don't like it. I don't like the highs. I don't like the lows. I don't like this. I don't like the break. I don't like how it moved. There was no movement. There was too much movement. There was, you know, there are plenty of things that you can say to, you know. Anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. Ron, gonna give you, I think I gave you Rimming an 8 on this one. I think I did. Nice track, just needs to pull up some of those percussion sounds and you are all in. Right, let me just check the comments as I move on into the next one. Oh, Benjamin, your guy is up. So...
Thinking of ordering
no. This is Professor Dick to Beat, but Professor Dick to Beat is on a ban for calling someone a cunt. Oh, is this a remix for Lizzie from Why Not? Awesome. Sit back and listen. I want to read through those comments again. Oh, loud. Armando, you turned up just at the right time. Oh, that's going to bang.
Don't you get it, Mr. Bush? Spare us all your nonsense on Twitter.
Yeah! Oh, man, they write some funky shit, don't they?
Don't you get it, Mr. Bush? Spare us all your nonsense on Twitter.
right, Sniff, that production, mastering and mixing is amazing. Confirm. Professor Dick to Beat remixing Lizzie from Wide On. Acid line's a bit dry. When you took it into the squelches, the top end, you lost the bottom end. You've got two of them, right? Haven't both played the same pattern then, you know?
Don't you get it, Mr. Bush? Spare us all your nonsense on Twitter. Resignation for our nation. Better quit for you're a real quitter. Don't you get it, Mr. Bush? Spare us all your nonsense on Twitter. Resignation for our nation. Better quit for you're a real quitter.
Yeah, it sounds really pro.
I tell you what to be. Do for me. You see, I be more than you. I tell you what to be.
Hold on, 10 minutes, I'll get to that. Yes, Regenic, great club track. Darren Sullivan in the building, how's it going, my man? I've not seen your name all night.
I tell you, I tell you, I tell you.
Yes, it's a 9. It's got to be a 9, if not a 909. That was lovely, a bit of cheese, but sounded really, really good. I like what Professor Dick to Beat does. Dean, I kind of agree with you that the vocals were embedded in the mix, not riding over the top of them. You wanted to see them lifted a little bit. I could kind of see that, but I think the track worked anyway. I'm going to give it a 9. Okay, so 10 mil said, is a dry acid line like that not good then? It really depends on how you like to make your music and how you want to present your acid lines. For me, all of my acid boxes are split. I've said this in talks a billion of times. The only one that isn't split is this one because I don't have enough inputs for it. But the rest of them, they all have split lines. This one goes out to a distortion pedal, a chaos pad, and a distortion pedal. This one goes to... Oh, yes. It's firing... What's this? Oh, yeah, this one. No. Maybe this is just firing on its own as well. Yeah, that one's on its own as well. But this one runs the MB333 and the Model D. And goes and a distortion pedal. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 potential lines to use for that one box. What it basically means is when what you want to do with those acid lines is take them up into the squelches. But when I find you've only got the one line, then you lose the bass from it. So if you've got like 2 or 3 machines running the same sort of line, I kind of keep this bassy. To do the bass work, this one kind of in the middle, and this one for the MB for the squelches, wow, and then a distortion for just the original line as well. So and the MB33 actually goes through a echo pedal and a chaos pad through the aux send on the MX1. I'm a big fan of beefing your lines up. There's nothing wrong with an original line at all. Absolutely, if that's what you want to do with it, that's what you want to do with it. I just think that they can sound thicker and more intense if you've got more sonic palette to it, if it were. All right, I hope that fucking thingy that up. All right, Professor Dick to Beat, lovely track. Lovely track. Nice to see YNT in here as well. I don't think they put a track in. Could be wrong. Maybe I should bug them for a track. Leaf and Johnny T, ladies and gentlemen! Just going to go back through the comments. Give me a minute. Crawford, catch you later, my man. Oh, excellent. Professor Dictaby says, good point, Pierrot. I'm going to try that. There's always space for improvement. Absolutely, absolutely. It just backs up the line, makes it thicker. And you don't want to lose that at the bottom end, because that's the one that's driving the track. And when I only had one acid box, that's what I was like, squeeze, and then you've lost all the bottom end. It's like, oh shit. John Alchemy says the same thing. I split my new bass, or nubass as I call it. One for low and one for high feeds. Absolutely. Tim Mill says thank you for the info. Benjamin says 10 for the immediately for the Punisher bill. This is nice. Yeah, absolutely, Reg. Good tip here is using the 303 as the square wave for bass and the triangle for the high-end leads. I will just go and have a look. Yes, indeed, this one is on the triangle, and this one is on the square wave. This one is on triangle. This one's on triangle as well, and so is that one. Weird little track. I'm sure there was something else I had to talk about. Can't remember what it was though. Oh yeah, so it is. It's a saw wave. Dean, I get so worked up about stuff. It's unbelievable. When the URL finishes, and I'm like, okay, what do I do now? Darren Sullivan says, bouncy as fuck, weird is good. Of course it is. We applaud weird here. We really do. Nicky says, I like it. It has edge. With Defio got place in the night. This, yeah, absolutely. Jen S says weirdly wonderful. Yeah, I'm not too keen on the structure of it. It's kind of a bit broken, but the whole track is more than kind of dancing, just kind of stomping along. Weird structure. I enjoy the playfulness of it muchly. I do think that there is some sort of structural thing going on there that I'm not agreeing with, but that's again because I like my predictability, and that one was very off the wall, very, very off the wall. You're still going to get very, very good scores for it. Leaf and John T, I'm going to give you an 808, and I think just because of the structure is a bit weird, but I get it. Don't forget, my opinion means fuck all at the end of the day. It is all about the clubber on the dance floor who gets the the final sound. Ooh, what's this? Oh no, it's a Dropbox. Okay. Let's just play it from Dropbox. Hey, it's a minute and 48 seconds long! Brainsniff says thank you. That's Leaf and Brainsniff, I believe, and Leaf and Johnny T. He says thank you. Want more. We all want more, Leaf. Like the weird, and please continue to do it. We've had a proper break night tonight, haven't we? Breakbeat edition of the URL. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, a wide variety of breakbeat, weirdly off-kilter dubstep, maybe some drum and bass in there, sprinkled with a little bit of techno. Get it. Love the chops. I agree. Can we get more from this guy, please, Ben? This is not long enough. By my own, I can't mark something under 2 minutes. I absolutely loved that. I thought that was great, and it is a Dropbox link. So if anybody wants to go and like get it, it's there. It's there. Yep. Oh, he's on bank. Oh, artist pick. What is going on there? Anyway, that was awesome. Apparently, that is a track from an EP coming out on the 24th. But by my own rules, I cannot mark something that is under 2 minutes. So once again, I'm going to say double plus good, comrade. That was lovely. Chops, the glitch, the funk that you had coming on, the sway. A minute and 40 some seconds is not enough. I could have done that for 3-4 minutes comfortably, and I think you could have probably mashed it for more than that. There was a Bandcamp link there as well, so if anybody wants to hop over to the URL playlist group, this is about 15-20 posts down now. I am going to put it on my wall tomorrow when I get unbanned. Yeah, really good. Really good. Please, can we get some more of your stuff coming in? That was awesome. Have I missed something? No. Cheeky boy from the Down Coal Camp. Like, literally, it's his uncle. See, I never really listened to Lemon Jelly, I Am Maniac. Yes, Dean, exactly. It needs to be over 2 minutes. I'll tell you what I like about your track, but I can't score it because it's a little bit too short. Maybe that was... But I love the cassette boy stuff. Most of this stuff's only like 30-40 seconds long anyway. This?
Woman comes around trying to test me. If any woman comes around trying to test me.
Benjamin says Arthur and his wife have played in my living room several times now. Mate, get him to put some more stuff in.
If any woman comes around trying to test me. If any woman comes around trying to test me. If any woman comes around trying to test me. If any woman comes around trying to test me. If any woman comes around trying to test me.
Switch it. Here's the switch. I want a 4-4 when you come back, please. Give me more kick, please. That guitar line is riding all, and you're a guitarist. You are a guitarist, right? Shot right now is because my speakers are miles apart from each other. If I stand just here, well, that guitar is loud as fuck. Give me some more kick as well. Give me some more kick. Just qualify for a score because it is over 3 minutes long. That was awesome. That was absolutely awesome. That's 8, if not more than an 8. Guitar was riding over a little bit, but you're a guitarist, and like vocalists they like their particular voice to be up. You know, the guitarist is going to do the same thing. I've worked in bands. I know how you people work. The bassist just kind of sits in the corner and go, for fuck's sake, can we get this over, please? Anyway, that was an awesome track. It's an 8+. Yeah, give me a little bit more drums and tame that guitar down just a tiny little bit, and you're probably into a 9, I think. Okay, Darren Sullivan says, he writes similar sort of stuff to Cheeky Boy. I would cut out the synth chasing the guitar once in a while. How does the guitar sound alone sometimes? Isolate sounds. Oh yeah, right. To avoid muddiness. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if it was muddy as such. I just think the kick just wasn't very prominent in the mix. The bass was fucking lovely. Inky the Cat says, true, Mark. Oh, I was glad I'm talking sense this evening. Sometimes I definitely don't. Right, Cheeky Boy, what track? 8+ something, you know, double plus, good, mate. That was awesome. A little bit more tweaking in that, and honestly, your stuff's lovely. You'll be playing Clownfest, mate. Somebody else who would like to play Clownfest, but I can't fit every motherfucker in. But I definitely think there should be a place for this guy within Clownfest 6. Apparently John says, chill tune tonight, gonna submit a banger in the next URL. Dude, you churn out so much music, honestly. And your range and palette is vast. I definitely think I'd like to have you in Clownfest 6. Can I request some of your harder stuff? And we'll get you within the techno section, I think. I haven't put anything to paper yet, so I have no idea what it's actually going to look like. I will be this weekend. Hardware only, the MIDI Maniac says his kicks are always smoking. The whole thing is always smoking, you know? And I genuinely believe that they're not... they're like literally jams made almost on the spot. I don't think there's much going on that's sequenced. I don't think. Cheeky Boy says, thanks peeps, pleasure, keep them coming. Electronic Science says, yeah, this guy is next level good, yeah. Really is. And then Hardware only said that's indeed his power mark. Yep. Yes, bonkers. Someone who understands music way better than I do. I literally just chuck some notes that are possibly in the same scale or key together and off we go. They might not even be in the same scale or key. Very chill night tonight. I don't have a problem with this at all. Kind of breakbeaty. Inky the Cat stirring the pot now. I believe he was cheating till we know better. I mean, there is a computer screen in front of him, but it doesn't look like he's doing anything other than running a channel. I could be wrong. Maybe some effects or something, using it as a mixer, who knows? Or a master out, probably. Oh, it's... Wait, that's fucking OBS. Darren Cole, finally home. Sit down, my man, crack open a beer. Join us for the last 45 minutes. tempo a little bit. Not up the tempo, but up the rhythmical change within the pattern to make you feel like it's going faster. Somebody's probably got a fucking Latin word for that. Like, I've seen 3 or 4, and the first one I'm like, he's making up on the spot. Literally, there was naff all in there, and suddenly there's like stuff going on. John, are you classically trained, or did you play piano before? Are you a guitarist, saxophonist, or something? Says no, fucking hell. So it literally is just like in techno, honestly. You know when some people are gifted in some sort of area, dude, you literally pull tunes out of the fucking air. Oh no, I thought we were gonna go down to go back up again. No. Oh, John, mate, like, I can't give you anything less than a 9, you know? On the spot, made up, hardware, sounds good, groovy, didn't particularly want it to end, was disappointed when it did end, was looking for more from it. Do I need to say any more? Have I said enough? Can I move on? Is it okay with you? Do not pass go. Yeah, John, awesome stuff, mate. A little bit of your harder stuff, and I'll pop you right within the techno section of Clownfest 6, if that's okay with you. Okay, bass tractor, bee's knees. This is Philip, and he is in here somewhere. John says, cheers, thanks, not a problem. Darren, super track. Jen, so good, 9, yeah, easily. Is the same as George Lucas's brief for Han, Luke, Leia, whilst they were filming Star Wars. My whole ethos on Clownfest is faster and more intense. Just as long as you are pacey and you've got good groove, we'll have you. Some strange panning going on there. Fanny says last track was ducking amazing. Oh no, this is Savage Hornets. I've been over to France, they call them Frelons, and they are fucking huge, and they make it sound like a Messerschmitt. And they have no fear. Ah, Philip says it's me and his brother. I did think this wasn't your usual stuff. It's a little bit more housey. You build us. Grim video, by the way, mate. It's an MC808 Corgi MX 128 live jam. Fair play, it sounds very good. Recorded in November, Jesus Christ, of 2014 at Roman K Recording Studio. It's good, it's polished, very polished. Yeah, hardware only, they are fucking huge bastards, and they're flowers and they wait for bees to come and collect pollen and just chop their heads off. You evil fucking cunt. And they serve no purpose other than to sting the fuck out of you and breed. Like, get them gone. I don't think there's any need for these creatures on the planet. Grim video, motherfucker. I liked it. It was a touch icy, but it had some edge to it. Good video. I think I'm going to give you an 8.5 on this one. What would I do to change it? Unsure, really. A little bit more pace, but then that's up to me as the DJ when I purchase the track off of you to push it up in pace a little bit. 128 is particularly slow, but I enjoyed that one. So yeah, I gave you an 8 point something, and I think that's a boot fair, and we shall move on in the effort of trying to get the show finished before 10:30. David Bailey is Bully. Oh! This is somebody I accepted as a friend like 2 days ago. So, sound creation. Okay. Alright, techno, get in. Oh, hello. This is one of Lee Harvey's, mate. Yeah, it is. Alright. Excellent. So this is a new face. And we're going to get some techno! And from the signs of it, I think I might like it. It's going to nudge it down a little bit. London is a horrible place, Philip. Really fucking is. Horrible, busy, dirty. Ugh, I hate the place. Yeah, Phil, that was a good track, man. That was a really good track. Nice, well structured. Sounded good, had everything in there. Literally about to say, right, you've got us, what are you going to do to keep us interested in the track? And there it comes. I'm sure this is one of Lee Harvey. Nothing to go on other than the visuals, and I cannot ask him because I am fucking banned. Yes, Reg, we are all indeed geeks here. And I did appreciate you trying to sort out like a temporary fix to my clocking problem, but literally, I think this tiny little box, I mean it is fucking tiny, is going to sort out all of my tracking problems. We shall see. Yes, hardware only MIDI clock. MIDI clock. The knob has literally just fallen off. That's not very bloody good, is it? Gonna give that one a solid 8. Excuse me while I go and look for a fucking screw. It's a minute long, just gonna knock it on a bit. Excuse me while I go looking for a screw. I'll explain exactly why I need the MIDI clock in about 2 minutes. Fucking screw was tiny. Timing issue? and some dead air at the end of it. That one to me sounded a little anxious, somewhere near a 7, a little bit muddy. Yeah, gonna hit around about there. Anyway, let's talk about MIDI clocks for a second. Let's talk about why I am having such a fucking problem with what I am doing. Okay, so here is my old Mac. My old Mac is from 2009. I think it's an old Mac. 4 gig of RAM, I believe. I don't know what his processor power is. Anyway. The reason I have, or I am using a Mac is because I am using 3 MX1s. And the reason I have to use the Mac using the 3 MX1s is because of aggregate devices. It's much easier, or it seemed to me much easier and less glitchy and less buggy when it's on a Mac with their aggregate devices. It just works. Every time you load the template up, it recognizes all of them. It puts it in how it needs to, and it just works. There's no glitches, there's no bugs, there's no nothing. However, what my problem is at the moment is locking to Ableton's grid. So Ableton is running time clock to everything, and I've got a MIDI cable coming out of this and going into the EMX, and Ableton is running clock. However, when I start to record, the MIDI delay and the time signal going from Ableton to the machines is a good considerable length, and I can't bring that down with MIDI delay, track delay. I can't bring that down with track delay. Now, Carl Phoenix came down last weekend, I think it might have been, maybe the weekend before. I can't remember now. My memory is shite. So he came down, and he tried with this Mac, and he tried for 5 hours to get this Mac to do, well, not just this Mac, but the whole day anyway. So he battled with this, and he tried to do it, and he was like, okay, so I can see what the track delay is working, it's just never going to bring it down. I'm like, no. He's like, you've only got 4 gig of RAM in there, it's probably, it might not do it. So he then produced his Mac and his time clock, and literally 3 minutes later, he'd got my kit talking to Ableton on grid, and on grid over a very long time. And the reason he was able to do that was because he had a very, very powerful Mac, much more powerful than this one. Runs Ableton no problem. I can make tunes on it, and it's lovely. For that, it's great. But when I ask it to talk to this lot, it has a little bit of a problem, and that's fine. So here is the MIDI clock, minus its big sexy knob, because it's just fallen off, but I do have the screw for it. Now, this has 2 MIDI ports. One will go to your kit, and the other will go to Ableton. And then this one will be master clock, so when I click press play here, the whole thing should start in time on beat, because this box is telling both pieces of kit how to do it. In this day and age, it seems absolutely ridiculous that this has to be the case, but apparently this is the case. Now, like I say, Carl Phoenix had my beast talking to his Mac and his MIDI clock within about 3 minutes. As soon as I've got Ableton on the Mac, I am going to test this within the next couple of days, and there will be a video, so stay tuned for that. But that is why I need a MIDI clock. I have tried for months to get my kit locked to Ableton's grid, and it won't do it. It will not do it. It can't do it. It's not physically possible to do it. So I've seen my kit locked to Ableton's grid with the bigger brother of this. I don't think I need the bigger brother of this. Carl's studio is vastly bigger than mine, and there are people out there who run hardware software, and they swear by this clock. So I will let you know by the latest next week how this works out for me, and fingers crossed this is going to end all the troubles and all the pain and all that headache I've ever had with trying to get Ableton integrated with my kit. Anyway, any questions, please come to me. Wait. Let's just pop on into the next track. Watch your bass bins, I'm telling you. software droid, a new master and a lot of slaves. And I truly hope that this sorts it out. Yes, indeed, hardware only. That is indeed the case due to latency of computers and their software. Yeah, and you know, I just need a bigger, a stronger brain to handle it, and I believe it can be done. Dean Daughters wants to see some dynamics, pretty please. I think Halbert put a track in by this guy last week as well. Yeah, I just saw that Jonathan Cross has put one in at the end. That's fine with me. Feels like two different tracks now. John says door was open, I just wandered through. Exactly. Come on in, sit down, pull up a pew. At the moment we're ending with you. Yeah, I do have a buy me a coffee page, so if any of you do feel inclined to kind of sponsor the URL, better mics, better this, better that. Touch slow and sounds like two tracks. Someone give it a score. Sounds like he's clipping as well. So yeah, solid track. Just what I would like to see a bit more variation in it. Is a solid thumping track, and I'm going to give you a rim and an 8. It kind of felt like you ditched this track off though, and then came in with a completely different one, which threw me a little bit. But yeah, you a solid track nonetheless. Absolutely solid track. Okay, looks like there's some poetry coming. Again, unfortunately, you can only see archive stuff from this girl. And it's a shame, because the last track went down really, really well. sadly this one was taken a few years ago from us, so there's only archive available now, but I do encourage you all to go take a listen. Keep the sound alive, keep the sound alive. Keeping the memory alive, and Cook, ladies and gentlemen, Anna Cook. Okay, I think we're up to, oh, modular, yeah. This guy put in modular stuff from last week as well. I'll look into it. I've been a bit late to that. Might be because it's dying. How is that? Okay, so yeah, not bad. Bit relentless. Kick was a bit ear piercing at times. I think it would be, you know, cruel to give it anything under an 8, so I am going to give it an 8. Benjamin, yeah, damn today went fast. Damn today did go fast. That's 3 hours, people. Nearly 3 hours. 2 hours, 48 minutes, and 10 seconds. We have a few more tracks within us. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, as you would like to join me for the last 5 tracks. Oh wait, yeah, no, that we did. I just didn't close it. Next up is Tim Miller. 10 mil. Okay. Some 404 action. You take a couple of painkillers and relax, my man.
I'm not an outlaw. You can keep your titles. I'm simply a human being.
No problem, Stefanatic. Catch you later.
Being treated like
been a very chill evening this evening. Very chill evening this evening. I can't even post a fucking thank you post. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow.
Human being that's tired of seeing other human beings being treated like less than me simply because they ain't white. Shit ain't right.
Yeah, Tim, the breakbeat needed to come up a lot. I was turning it up here, but all I was hearing was like wanna, which was kind of overriding the breakbeat, which on literally I couldn't hear. So definitely whack the breakbeat up a bit more on that. It was very chill, and again, if it was in a chill out room, I would definitely be appreciating it. As for marking it, like I say, those drums need to come up. I feel like there was a track on it there, but it needed to be lifted a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to put a score to it because it might be a little bit mean, and I don't want to be mean at all because I like the experimental play that you were doing there. What happened there? But I just wanted to hear the track a little bit more. Okay, Faddy. Have we got kicks in this, Faddy? Yeah, baby. What did I miss? What did I miss, fella? Is it this one? Darren, we're about to finish. We're like three tracks off. Ollie G, which one did I miss? Can you tag me in it? Which one was that then? Did I wear? You have to tag me because I can't find it, fella. Is that it? Fanny, beautiful stuff. Love the kick drum. I didn't think it was muddy, but I am listening on one speaker right now. I think you're getting like a 9 for atmosphere and like an 8.5 overall. Was absolutely lovely. I'm very much looking forward to more of your stuff. It's good to see a kick drum from you as well. Yeah, and I think if you've got the time, mate, do you fancy doing a set for Clownfest? People were loving that. People were absolutely loving that. Let me just see if I can find this track while you listen to a bit of Pro Tension. literally can't see that post, fella. 2 seconds.
When something's gone out of kilter and you've got an undigested emotion.
Alright. Dude, do me a favour. Post the link first. Post the link first and then the blurb about it afterwards. And then I know it's definitely a track and not just a blurb. This is very different from Pro Tension. I was expecting something more techno and hardcore. That's not to say I don't like it. Harsh as fuck. Side was expecting some hardcore stuff, and Chris knows that the hardcore stuff goes down much better at the URL. However, there was nothing wrong with that fella. Very commercially accessible. Did what it needed to do. Paul gave it a 10. Cheeky Boy said love this. Cool groove from David Johnson, who gives it a 9. Sticky Knob says Space Beast. Like I'm gonna kick the dog out if there is one tooth mark in my knob. I'm gonna hammer him when we're off there. Thankfully, it looks like that the knob is fine, and he didn't swallow the little fucking nut that was inside it as well. So, like I say, clown life is not glamorous, people. Clown life is not glamorous. If I had to give you a mark, Pro Tension, I would probably give you around about an 8 for overall style and track composition and stuff. Personal preference is down about a 7, but that is because you're in the trancey realm. However, Yenti loved it. Ali G says, no, it wasn't meaning negative, 8.5. Excellent. All right, where are we? Like I say, Paul gave it a 10. So let's pop into the track that I missed.
Gardeners of Avon.
Nope.
It's the
J Shrans.
Heaven.
Loud! Woo!
Enter heaven.
I should have probably saved this till the end, mate. Yeah, Space Beast, this is not the first time we had this argument when he came into the house. And thankfully he's left all of my bits and pieces alone. Like, he even sits in the corner over here, but he doesn't chew anything. So yeah. Only decided to have a pop at my fucking... I'm glad I noticed. I'm like, dog's quiet, why is the dog quiet? I think we are golden. There's not one tooth mark in it. Yeah, David Johnson, perhaps another by the same guy, similar cover art. Yeah, it literally was. Fatty, I'm really sorry, man. I'm really sorry. I need to get this muted up to some sort of fadery thing. I expected it to pop back in. No tracks.
You are about to
I've got a special for you. I'm gonna end with it.
enter heaven.
Let me just go find it. Somewhere for me on that one. Yeah. Oh right, okay. Ooh. So some battle funk for your asses.
Yeah.
I think this is Sibby and Catastrophe.
I'm not sick, bro. This the type of shit that Sibby like to spit up. This the type of shit that bangs knocking on the floor. Sorry neighbor, I don't hear you if you're knocking on my door. So keep banging.
Banging. So
keep banging.
Just keep banging. So keep banging. Banging. Banging.
This is the type of shit to make the speaker gauge. This is the type of shit to take away the rain. This is the type of shit make you forget your pain. Forget your pain. Forget your pain. This is the type of shit to make your hair bounce. Chilling with your peoples in your small house. Let's forget about the bullshit it's about now. About now. Yeah. He said this is how we do this.
Somebody said they put out a lot of content. Not only do they put out a lot of content, but it's fucking flawless.
He said this is how we do this. We go back out with our music and then people.
Glad we got a bit of rap going on, and I'm also glad that we got a bit of rap going on that's actually good.
Shit that we have been through, I might tell a little story, but I'll make it clear. Believe me, I'm naive, easy to see me. But soon I'll see right through you. But I will simply walk away.
I'm damn sure that's Sibby's vocals.
I like the way you make me feel. Music,
I love you. Your music of the mind of the other kind. To be another kind of run up on your rhyme. Put the fist up, rough, I'm messed up, love. Gotta get that plug, gonna ride on up. Yeah, I'm gliding up, I'm gonna line it up, right the line in rough on the line and stuff. They're fine as fuck.
No, I'd like to go home, Ollie. Ollie G, no, I'd like to go home. I'd like to put the microphone down. Stop chewing my knobs.
I'm gonna vomit at the pinnacle of the summit. It's a miracle and you love it.
Sure, this is catastrophe.
Run rabbit, get a carrot, come grab it, let's have it. Gonna punch you in the stomach, plus the limit, I run it, no give it in numbers, I give it in numbers. Here in the dungeon, no fear. Having lunch with the devil, so rebel. I'll level on every level, cause this right
here. Byron featuring Sibby and Catastrophe.
Like magic, back at it. Like magic, back at it.
Start putting some of your own visuals in. We want to see you doing this, mate.
Step into the night, got the weapon in sight, no stress tonight. Kind of blessing, alright. Like magic, back at it. 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 This the type of shit to make you mad. Manic, running back with wrists that I slit. Savage, grinning, man don't give a shit. Damage, this the type of shit to make you mad. Manic, running back with wrists that I slit. Savage, grinning, man don't give a shit. Damaged. This the type of shit. Grinning.
I'm subbed up to Battle Funk, you should too.
Grinning. Grinning.
Battle Funk, ladies and gentlemen, Sibby and Catastrophe. Yeah, anything that comes out of Battle Funk Records, you know, is going to be produced up the ass and have a message to the songs as well. They do really, really well over at Battle Funk. I can't say enough good things about this crew. They're well friendly, if a little bit trolly, but that is half the fucking fun of Facebook, isn't it? How far can we push the troll envelope without getting banned? That is the fun and that is the game in Facebook. And we all fucking love it. Anyway, that is Battle Funk, ladies and gentlemen. We are moving on swiftly to Jonathan R. Cross, it looks like. And this is the late night session, Excessive Reverb. Okay. Just want to check that nobody else is fucking tracking. Give us a kick, John. As well. I can't wait until you get one. Your sequences will become much more complex when you do. Not that they're not complex at the moment, but you can do a bucket load more with it, right? Stickness says 3 days left till freedom. I've only got like 9 hours. No, wait, 12. 11. Bugger when it gets there. Fuck ton of bass going on in this. This has got more bass space inside it than my ex-girlfriend. Jonathan Arcross, saving up for a deluge on a Mac. Do it, my man, please. Stay on target, stay on target. Like I say, I watch my Hydrosynth dream train just fucking derail, crash, burn, burst into flames. Huge cocking explosion. A sad little boy crying. Oh, that's loud. We've added something there that's well loud. Is it the bass? Sounds like you've got some compression issue going on there. The whole tune kind of lifted as soon as the kick disappeared. Oh, that's loud. Morgan says bit blurry, but sounds fine. I kind of agree. I don't know if you're talking about the video there or the track is a bit blurry. I kind of agree that the track might be a little bit blurry. But I think you're talking about the video. Okay, no problem. Yeah, Inky, I can clock. That's not a problem, but are you locking to Ableton's grid? Or are you sending out MIDI? What's your environment? What's your workflow? How does things work? I liked it a lot, and I'm going to give you a solid 8 on it. However, it felt kind of jerky. I don't know if that's going to translate in any way to be useful to you. It just felt a little jerky, not like smooth. Yeah. But yeah, solid 8. Eric's in the building. Why is everybody's joining in late? But yeah, I love what you do, John. Keep it up. Please keep it up. Definitely get that fucking deluge. Once you get that deluge, honestly, your songs will become so much more complex. You'll be able to do chains and songs and all kinds of bits and pieces like that, and it'll free your hands up to do more things. It's a wonderful thing. It really, really is. I'm a big fan of having a brain to your setup. If I was going these days, it'd probably be that Akai touchpad thing. Forces it. Anyway, we have an exclusive for the URL. This is a private track, and this is a private track from Owen Offset. And it looks like we're going to be a 3 hours and 30-minute show, which is a fucking long show. Anyway, Owen Offset, War Whores. Yeah, John, and sampling as well. I mean, you can kind of do that at the moment, but as far as I'm aware, the TR-8S only accepts like one-shots and very small. It's not a big sampling machine. Cross. Jonathan Cross says this is going to slam so hard, and the motherfucker is so goddamn right. Is cool, but until we get MIDI mapping for controllers like MPC next update, yeah, literally you can do what the Force does with Ableton, you know, and you don't really need the touch screen, and you just, you know. Professor Dick to beat. Go with a 9. Oh, Jen, you will hear Owen on a big rig one day, don't you worry. And it will be a full live show, don't you worry. Benjamin says, I want to play this. Unfortunately, you can't play this, people, because this is a private submission. Actually, Owen, you're going to get a 909 from me on that one. That was lovely. Beautiful, deep rolling. The bass line was great. You introduced the noise here, which you could have introduced here and done a few things with it, glitched it up or something. Because that's like your mix out zone. But yeah, 909, beautiful track. Crafted lovely, sounded lovely, noises were all in the right place. Just, oh, yeah. Love me a bit of techno, I do. who won the Hardware Jams challenge?
Play back the entire message.
Jams? I'm already subbed to that dude. He's put in before. I know the name. I know the name. Did that guy win the Hardware Jams? If he didn't, that'd be fucking criminal. Track of the night. Track of the night had loads of fucking things that everybody wants in there. Danceable beat, samples you recognise, and a nice hook. Fatal kiss is all it takes. Dance into the fire. Great. Now when we get offline, I'm gonna have to fucking listen to that. Yeah, track of the night, that one. How could it not be? Kay, did you say you sent a track in? I cannot find it, my fuck. Now we've gone straight to that. That's not what I wanted. Oh, let's just take a quick stroll through. Shall we just take a quick stroll through the URL group? There's David Johnson. That'll be the URL banner tomorrow when when I'm unbanned. Yeah, Darren Cole. Oh no, that's Marios. Marios. Yeah, nice Ron meme. Yeah, we're a music group. Don't forget. That's a thingy. There we go. There's what I'm actually looking for, I believe. Let's see. What else we got in there? John Coffey getting his mixer delivered. Another thingy from some weed. Yeah, we're a great group, aren't we? The Secret Seven holding a legal rave in the sewer from Addy Pitts. Honestly, we're a music group, right? Respect my Cahill. Battle Funk Not Loving Facebook. So yeah, we're a music group. We're a dedicated music group to just solely, totally nothing but music. Oh no, look, another sort of cartoon. And then there's another one. Somebody joined the other day and said, is there any actual unsigned music in this group? And I'm like, sadly not, mate. All the unsigned. There's a track from Morgan. Like, bless him, he's trying, right? How many people has he reached? 146. Let's have a look at a meme. How much is a meme reached? 294. So it's fucking savage, you know. Anyway, let's go back to the show because I believe Kay is trying to put a track in for the end, or somebody put a track in. Was that Jenny put a track in? Oh no, it might have been Jen. Maybe I was misreading that. Anyway, okay, so it looks like we are at the end. I misread that so much. Right, can we go back to the weed? Yeah, can we go back to the weed? Absolutely. Right, while I stumble through and trying to find something to play you all out with. That's that one, isn't it? It's somewhere down here. Where's it gone? There it is. Right, people, we have hit the end of the show this evening. I thought Kay was going to put a tune in, but it turns out that was Jennifer Stevenson, and I was misreading it. Sorry about that. The comments come in thick and fast, and sometimes it is very, very difficult for me to keep up sometimes. But that means you're all involved and you're all engaged, and that is the most important fucking thing that the URL can have. If we're busy, if the chat's busy, it means that there is a vibe going on, and that is down to the viewers and the watchers. All I do is present the tracks, and I hope that I mark them fairly within some sort of ethos of my own. Don't forget, my opinion means absolutely feck all in the grand scheme of things. I am just one man in like 8 billion. It just so happens that I like to talk to you guys on a Tuesday night about it. Not many people want to. Apparently there is some sort of guy who wants to do the same sort of thing and is going to do this about 4:30 tomorrow. So if we can all look out for that, I'll be unbanned tomorrow, so maybe I'll share it around and see how he goes. Right, it has been a pleasure chatting to you this evening, ladies and germs. I will be here. I'm going to put another shout out up because we've done that thread. There was 30 tracks in it. Because I'm on a ban, my posts aren't being populated by Facebook as much, which is sucky. Yeah, Benjamin, fuck that guy. But let's see how he goes. You never know. So yeah, it's been a pleasure for me to chat to you for 3 hours, 30 minutes and 42 seconds about all the wonderful music that we have heard tonight. And there has been some great ones. It's been a wonderful chilled kind of show with sprinkled with some techno, some lovely techno, and some breakbeat, some awesome breakbeat, loads of different styles of breakbeat. So yeah, I'm going to put up another shout out next week. To ask for some more tracks next weck, and we'll call it shout out 8.5. And then normal service will resume from next week when I put out the new shout out the week after. Sorry. Right, thank you all for joining me. It has been a wonderful pleasure. Jason Marsh, it is my pleasure. Fatty, pleasure having you in this evening. And yeah, if you want to do a set for Clownfest, that'd be awesome. Inky the Cat, same sort of thing. I think it's about time you played for Clownfest. Callum, I believe, has dropped out of Clownfest 6, which is fucking devastating to me. Yes, Darren Cole, I'm talking about that fucking spanner. And yes, Darren Cole will be at the next Clownfest as well. Ollie G, Mark, thanks for the show. No problem. It's as much my therapy as it is your therapy. In lockdown, we've all been trapped in, and there's fuck all we can do, and it's something to look forward to every week. I think that Lindsay the Mumford will be in here next weekend. It's next Tuesday. And there will be other voices to hear other than mine. Right, it's been my pleasure this evening to talk to you. Again, comments are coming in thick and fast. Thank you all so much for your part in oh no, that's not the screamy one. That's the screamy one. Thank you all so much for your part in Clown Army. Once again, it is a triangle. And the triangle consists of the producers and the viewers and the presenters. If any of those parts of the triangle fell, we've got that. And that ain't no fun. Triangles are so much better. Yeah. Pleasure. I will see you here again next week on a Tuesday with Lindsay Mumford. I will see you through the week on Facebook, where I post inane shit designed to create interaction. So yeah, shit posting, really. It's just shit posting. That's all it is. So yeah, I'll see you on Facebook tomorrow at 9:45. I will literally be exploding on Facebook because over the past couple of days I've wanted to post a few things and can't. So we'll be there. Right. Morgan, Dryby, Space Beast, Professor Dick to Beat, Benjamin, Dean, Jen, and everybody else that joined in this evening. Thank you so much. I will see you next week where we will chat shit about music again. You can listen to this, which is Dirty Protest, and it is out on Dirty as Funk Techno. No, wait, this is the intro. There we go. You are now listening to Dirty Protest by Pierrot the Acid Clown and the War Minstrel. It's a good old 7-minute track, so let's all listen to it together.